run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
54 miles. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On second down, it's Chambers. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Atkins, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On second down now, it's Johnston. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Sweeney, and that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Chambers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready to go.
From the gun, McClain. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Chambers. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the run, it's Perkins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Chambers, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go. 50, plant.
On 1st down, McLean. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Down.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Go. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McLean. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Sweeney, he's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Ready? 60 or 54, right 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. McClain sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Let's go. Let's go.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClain, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Hit it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on.
On 1st and 10, McClain. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey.
Throwing again. McClain. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the run.
From the gun, McClain. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Off play action. Sweeney. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Sweeney. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Sweeney. And that's Elliott. Complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sweeney. That one complete to Elliott. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Johnston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Sweeney, and that's caught. It's Hogan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. On second down, Perkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll toss it out to Perkins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are in the field?
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Adkins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Atkins. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the